Hi, Janet. I'm Fiona from Vancouver, and I have a very personal question for you. You're a very private person and have managed to keep a lot of your life a mystery, which is a very difficult thing for famous people to do. It's been in the papers that your ex-husband might reveal a lot about your private life. How does that betrayal make you feel?
Well, it's in the paper. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, for one. And I mean, if something like that were to happen, it definitely hurts because you kept your life so private. And I'm big on family and friendships and trust and honesty and loyalty and all that stuff. So to have someone just to turn on you in such a way because they're hurting, I think it says more about the person, really, than anything.
Why the, I mean, you're married for what, was it 8 or 9 years?
8.
8 years?
Yeah, 8.
Why the secrecy surrounding the marriage?
Because I wanted to have a normal life. And it's really difficult in the industry, trying to have a normal life. I mean, it seems like people are married 1 month and divorced the next, or the next year. And there's so much negativity. You know, people wondering, well, how long is that going to last? As opposed to wishing them well and hoping that it lasts. And we lasted for 8 years. We were together for 13 years, and that's a long time.
But, I mean, he's also broken. I mean, I don't know what is true from what isn't true. I mean, we hear, like, you know, he's actually suing you for $10 million. You hear a lot of different things.
There are some legal issues that are still happening, yeah.
But how do you come around, and how can you have that trust back into somebody else again, if you can at all?
Because you can't let that get to you. I can't. That would be so unfair to me to say, that's it, I'm never going to love again because one bad apple decided to spoil it for me. Yeah. And I might miss out on some of the most beautiful relationships in my life, and even friendships, because of what I have gone through with this person. That's not fair to myself. It really isn't. So I refuse to let myself take that path.
I want to ask you, a lot has changed since this album was released. You're now divorced from your husband and longtime collaborator, Rene Elizondo. And I know that he has recently filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against you over the profits. Now, I know you can't talk specifics about the lawsuit, but do you feel betrayed by this? Or how are you dealing with that?
You know, it's in God's hands. Whatever happens is to happen. You learn from it. I never in a million years thought I would go through something like this. I always thought we had the same ideas, beliefs. I mean, we were together for 13 years. So it's so shocking when something like this does come about. But I say, whatever happens, it's in God's hands. And that's the way it was meant to be.
Good for you. Spoken very honestly about your bouts with depression, and a lot of people look at you and go, oh my goodness, you have fame, money, your body, unbelievable, nothing to be depressed about. What happened?
Well, you know, my family was very different growing up. We were very sheltered, and regardless of those things don't make you happy, having money or this or that, and sometimes it makes it even more difficult to deal with life at times. But, you know, we entertainers experience pain just the way everyone else does. We have our issues, our drama, just like everyone else does. And some of us speak about it, some of us keep it quiet. And I've always been the kind of person to share certain things in my life with other people, hoping that they will understand that I am no different than they are, and hopefully they will relate, and in some sort of way through my music I can help them on a nicer path.